Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I'm late, y'all. Oh my gosh. Like everything just got popping off just that quick. And I was so locked in on what was just happened that I actually forgot to go live. I'm sorry. So, um, things are still popping off right now. I'm looking at Jura 30. Let me go to the 15 minute. I see we got this diagonal level resistance, y'all. All right. But I had this going down to the daily 100 period moving average. We've been talking about this all week. All right. We got that big bearish candle putting us underneath on the daily, putting us underneath the 50. Then we got this kind of indecision candle where it just, it was overall bullish, but basically a pause. And now we're getting that continuation of the trend. And again, I'm just expecting price to just continue to, down to the 100 period moving average. We literally been talking about this for like weeks now. All right. And it's just going down. And then we also see that we got this big head and shoulders pattern that looks like it needs to be filled. And it looks like it may be actually in the process of getting filled. All right. So what we need is for price to continue to push down. And again, we had this diagonal level of resistance. All right. And price basically just wicked off of that. But we wanted to break it, hold, and we want price to continue to push down. All right. On the 15 minute, you see, as soon as we broke on the 15 minute, we came up, wicked off the 100, boom. And then that actually was enough to shoot us down. It was crazy because, I was holding this position actually since yesterday when price was up here. That's the, trade I've been posting in the group. It just kept pushing down all night, all night, all night. And then actually after midnight, it started to retrace and, almost half the profits or so, I'll say, was down, but I didn't close the position until price, reached right here. And I was like, I think it's going to come back up and wick one more time. Actually, retest is what I was thinking. I thought it was going to retest, which on this chart, it did. But I mean, I was actually on my chart, I only had the 100 period moving average. So it never on my chart actually retested this on the 5 minute. And the trade almost left me. Okay, so when I seen that, when I seen it break, and I was like, oh no, I need to jump in this. I had orders for here, and let me go to the 5 minute because it's stupid talking about something on the 15 minute. I had a sell order here, I had a sell order here, and I was waiting for it to retest. It never retested. I was like, oh man. As soon as it broke, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna jump back in this. And thank God I did. I would have been too heated if that went down. But again, we want price right now to break this diagonal trend level and continue to push down to our 100 period moving average. Like that was a pretty aggressive drop right there. All right. So I would think that, that would be enough to continue this bearish trend that we've been talking about. And even another head and shoulders pattern. All right. Remember in the beginning of the week, we said, or at least I said, I'm looking at head and shoulders. I think I forgot to bring it down right here. I do. I said inverse head and shoulders, double bottoms, wedge patterns. All right. Head and shoulders, double tops. All right. And we was talking about our money line. All right. Now, the other thing that I didn't write down that I did start to do that helped me throughout the week really was, and it's really, 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 really simple. Okay. And that was just engulfing candlesticks. All right. Just knowing, just following, especially on a very volatile asset like this, right? Uh, you want to make sure that you basically got some good resistance at your back. And I realized that just following, I know it's like not a secret, but just following the engulfing candles really help you out a lot, right? And you'll find yourself going into profit rather quickly. And as soon as you go into profit, you could just go ahead and basically lock in those profits, right? Which I actually need to be doing right now. So I need y'all to give me 1 second. All right, so I wanted to make sure I got my stop loss put on there. All right, because it does look like it's retracing something. Okay, so I'll probably have to look for another entry on this one. Yep, got me. But I'm about to legit jump back in this because this is not over. All right, should have left my other order in. How much did I get off that one? It's $50. So again, y'all, I mean, right now we're not really looking to jump in anything. It's really just a matter of recapping what's been going down, and I mean, pretty much this is what's been going down. Could that have been it? That could have been it. Price could actually continue to go up, but we shall see. I don't think so. Personally, let's see if I should be. We get another good. It'd be great if we can get it to retest, right? Because again, I kept saying it didn't retest. It didn't retest. We get that retest, I'll jump back in this one. So I'm gonna be looking at this level right here, 135, 500 on this one, which is very quickly approaching. It could retrace as far as all the way and fill these candles as well, right? Because again, that's what my orders were, but we shall see. I'm gonna wait for the next engulfing red candle. All right, like this is not engulfing, right? That is not engulfing. So that's telling me that this trend is probably going to continue. All right. Still waiting for price to come up. I want price to come up, give me a better price. All right. That's exactly why we lock in our profits, because it's going to retrace. We know price is going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. All right. So I'm waiting for to see how price reacts when it retests here. All right, which it blew through. All right, so that's not the one. Okay. And I'm going to see what happens when price, if it comes all the way back up to any of these points. We got our railroads here, so I definitely don't think it's going to break that. All right. So we getting rejection. not quite at my 100 period moving average on my chart. But again, not engulfing. It is struggling though. It got something going on right there. It's really interesting how I have the 100 period moving average on both charts. So maybe because I have the EMA, maybe. Price is definitely rejecting at this 100 period moving average. Not quite at mine though. Rejection real hard on this level. Again, I'm gonna wait for my 100 period moving average. If it hits that, then I'll go ahead and jump back in, which is at 135, around 135.27. Again, I hope I don't get left behind on this one, but it is what it is. I already cooked them, so I want price to hit my 100 period moving average, and if it does, retest it, I'll jump back in. It could not come back now, y'all. It could be a wrap. I just went ahead and entered in based on that candlestick. And profit immediately. Put my stop at 135, 500. Sorry, I'm actually doing this on my phone. So 135, 500 is like on this chart about right here. All right, it really should be over top of that 100 period moving average. So I'm gonna go 35.08. $135.08. All right. So we were still talking about the daily. So price was gonna come down, hit that 100 period moving average on the daily, which is around 131.64. On my chart, it's around 132.65. So yeah, so we shall see if I just mess myself up, but it is what it is at this point. I entered straight off of this candlestick right here. This indecision candle. It went up, wicked off this 100 period average, basically closed where it started. Right. So that's a lot of momentum. So I want to see if we could break. Again, it did not hit the 100 period moving average on my MT4 though, which concerns me a little bit, but again, we shall see what happens. Right. Good old MetaTrader could have saved me a little something. But anyway, let's go back. We'll look at something else. I don't know, y'all want to bore y'all with this stuff. All right. AUD CAD went totally. Oh, it's going in the right direction, right? So we're basically right at entry, what we were saying. With AUD CAD. When did we put a bearish entry on AUD CAD? Oh, snap. Sorry, y'all. Be back out to the hourly. Okay. So yeah, we were saying yesterday, either or. Price actually went up and wicked off of this line, right? It kept it going and then actually came down. So the idea that we were talking about yesterday is very much still valid. Price could actually continue to push up too. Let me just see on a 4 hour because we got some engulfing candlesticks, right? Kind of show you what I'm talking about with the engulfing. So just like how if you see here, price closed this period, and then this candlestick ended up wicking off of that. But don't worry about the wick part. We're looking at the body of it. It engulfed this candle. So if you would have entered off this candle, all right, you still need to put your stop loss though behind the engulfing candle, right, with a little room. And you could have got all of that as soon as price pushes in your favor, free trade, put your stop loss at break even. And yeah, so that's what this looks like right now. Again, price could, it broke, but it did not retest yet. Okay. So just keep a close eye on that. Let me look at the daily. The daily is pointing down. All right. So all signs are pointing that this is really going down. On the weekly, it's also going down. All right. On the 4 hour, it's also going down. So yes, if you would have took, you know, what we were talking about yesterday, like this is in full fledged. Uh, this is in effect full fledged. Is basically what I'm saying. All right. AUD JPY. The JPY is really boomed off. They did their thing. All right. Um, it does look like so far price here is holding. Again, same thing. If you're looking at this, we have this red candle where price closed down here, and then this next candle was engulfing the next candle, the previous candle. If you would have entered there, boom, you would be straight in profit, right? So so yeah, so that's AUDJPY. All right. Um, we were thinking that price was gonna come all the way down here, so kind of missed that idea, right? Uh, but it is okay. All right. Sometimes you gonna miss some, but again, if you would have caught the engulfing candlestick, you could have caught that one. All right, on the higher time frames, GBP JPY is the one that I actually took, and as you can see, this one just was probably the best idea that we came up with, right? It's just been continuing to go up and up and up and up and up, and it's still going up, right? Let's go to the weekly. See, where could it actually be going up to? Again, we do see that we are in a wedge. All right, we are in a wedge. So we could be going to go visit our money line. All right, we broke this, major level in gold, like a powerful candle too. So I'm not saying it's going there right now. Again, this is the weekly chart. I'm just saying it appears to me that this GBP JPY position might be worth holding on to, right? This might be one that we might be able to eat on for quite some time, right? Uh, let's look at something else. GBP CAD, down to the 1 hour, see what happened. This idea also looked like it's smashed TP, so great job on that one. All right, appreciate that. But also it's retracing as well, right? So could be able to catch this on the way down, depending on what's about to happen. But this could be worth holding on to. This could be worth holding on to as well, right? We are in seller's territory. We could be coming down a retest after breaking though, just going up and up and up. So just keep that in mind. All right. We broke through the level. We never really tested it that I can see as support, maybe on the 4 hour. All right. So we're quite extended away from the moving averages. So prices probably is coming all the way back down to retest on GBP CAD. All right. GBP CAD. So GA also smashed take profit. All right, that was another great idea. So if you took GA, you're good. Gold finally started the boom off, right? Came up here, cranked it. I thought it was going to keep going and totally retrace, right? Didn't even touch the 100 period moving average. It did form the double bottom, and then it's continuing to push forward. So remember, we were saying if gold actually breaks and reaches this level, which is almost at, right, then we want to consider buying that. So we definitely want to look out for gold next week because we could be it's at a pivotal point where, we could really make some money on that one. All right. And go back to June 30, see what happened on that one. We didn't even do like the AUS 200. We didn't even jump into like any of that stuff. All right. So I don't like really the way this looks. But again, we shall see. So this could have been it was a bad idea. As of right now, we see if we could get some rejection at this level, which is probably not. It never retested, like I said earlier. So hopefully I could get out of it, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Took my soul. So again, still got that sell limit order in. All right, for when price hits my 100 period moving average. So it's all good. It is all good. But so yeah, I mean, it was overall a great week, man. Obviously, if you're getting on these in the morning, right, it is worth it, right? Like we've been doing this consistently since I'm gonna say maybe Thanksgiving, something like that. Where we just get on every morning, mock up some ideas, right? Do we be wrong? Yeah, we be wrong. Right? But we be right a lot too. Like we legit have like, the whole pip catcher challenge that I did, going from 200 to 1,000. All those ideas are marked up. All right. And now I'm close to 3,000, right? Trying to get to 5,000. And so it's worth getting on. That's what I'm just saying, right? Not just for the ideas, but again, the reason behind the idea is what's important. All right. That's what's important. Why are we taking a trade? What are we seeing? What are we looking out for? All right. And then as you can see, we're legit doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Right? So we ain't gonna change it if it ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? It just that don't make no sense to try to change it if it ain't broke. So next week we're gonna do the same thing again. But anyway, y'all. Great week. I appreciate everyone for jumping on. I am looking for things to remain bearish. Okay. We did get that retest though. Okay, so it did kind of break, and it is kind of retesting this level. So if we actually break this, price could actually just continue to push up. So we shall see. We shall see. All right. That we did get the first engulfing candlestick though on the 5-minute chart. All right. We got it right here. So we shall see. All right. I always go engulfing to the average, right? So it just hit that. All right. We can get it could be another engulfing candles to go the other way. So you don't want to chase engulfing. You just kind of want to take the engulfings from the area that you deem valuable, right? support resistance. So we're almost back at my 100 period moving average, okay, which may be my 50, right? Looking at it, because why is my 50 there 100? That makes no sense. All right, let me see what this is. Or am I thinking that my 50 and my 100 was the same thing? All right, so I'm almost in. They put me in. We don't want to explode through it, though. That's what we don't want to do. So again, we're getting that rejection that we know that we're normally gonna get when price hits that when it hits that moving average, right? Again, we just don't want it to blow through it. We still have all these wicks here that could be filled, right? That's the only thing that concerns me a little bit about this setup, that this could have been really that break in that retest. But let me see, should we see it head and shoulders? It kind of is. I'm just trying to figure out how I can measure it up. We got a head. We can call this the base. 78. Recall if we use that for the base, it's 80, 160. Around 160. We're doing 164. All right, so again, I want to see what happens here. I might want to get out of this one. This looks like a get up outer. Still fighting though. Yep. I'm going to dip out of here. Now I'm going to wait. I want to wait for a signal to get in. All right. So as you can see, y'all, I do lose, but it's quick. When I'm going to lose very fast. All right, because and you're not getting me. Like, you're just not. Again, we should have caught that engulfing, right? That would have been great. We did break. Like, we could continue to push higher on this. How much did I lose on that? It was a quick $14 loss, right? But overall, over $265 in profit just on that. All right. Now we're getting a rejection. All right. We're waiting for our engulfing candlestick, right? We just want to be patient right now. Remember, I was saying I already had some orders for here. I think it was here and here, but we shall see. It's number of different ways we can kind of draw this up. We could go from here. See, when we do it like this, you could definitely see a broke trend. We could do it like this. We are getting a rejection here. This moving average, like I may have short myself, but it's all good because I want to see a signal, right? After marking it up, we see price could come all the way back up to this trend line here that we got. We got 2 points of rejection. So we're going to see when price maybe reaches this level, somewhere between here, and here. Just waiting on another engulfing. Getting an alert on gold. So remember what I was saying about entering into a buy, right? Like buying at the top. We want to make sure that we kind of evaluate this and see if it's worth getting into. And as of right now, you see how this is a very big candle, right? Going into support, right? Coming off of what are we looking for? Double bottoms, right? However you want to slice it, double bottom. All right, so we want to see how price holds up here, all right? But it did reach our level that we wanted to take a look at, all right? And notice how the alert came through on that. You know, we wasn't paying attention, and just within the last like couple minutes, price really started to uh, go off, right? So we want to take a closer look at this and just see exactly how it does. Is it going to reject, right? Because we are quite extended away from our averages. We need to see if this level holds. But technically, we have broken outside of, this is a daily? Yeah. So we do notice we put our entry at 1886. So what I'll do is I'll put add alert for 1886. All right, because we want to clear this 100 period moving average. We clear that 100 period moving average. Um, we could be looking at something, but we do have to beware that this could be, again, a head and shoulders pattern. Right? We cannot lose sight of that. So we need to see how price reacts at this level. All right, we need to see how price reacts at this level. I think it's going to continue to push up. To tell you the truth, that's what I think. But we need to watch the chart and figure out uh, what it has to say. All right, but if we're getting a breakout, like that would be phenomenal. All right, so gold, we for sure next week want to be taking a big look at. All right, I'm gonna go back to Jan 30. Just gotta get respect to gold real quick for that word. All right, so it look like we are back. All right. We're on the 15 minute. Looking at it on the 15 minute again is very bullish. All right. On the 15 minute, if we can retest this 100 period moving average that we have, that will make it look like a head and shoulders again. So we want to see how price reacts. Again, it's at our trend line, but we need that signal, right? Definitely getting the rejection that we were looking for. We are engulfing. So now we just need to break. We need this candle to close as engulfing, right? So that's still like another 3 minutes, but it's definitely engulfing, as you can see. Straight into profit, y'all. This is again why you want to just be patient, 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 patient. Mark it up. Be patient. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But we for sure got an engulfer so far. Again, it's only 2 minutes in to this candle. Just want to take another note on how we actually found this entry that quick. All we did was drew a trend line, right? Y'all legit just saw me draw that trend line. All I did was connected the 2 points were price rejected, all right, and predicted the third. That was a simple one right there. All right. We're waiting for the engulfing candlestick. So far we're engulfing, but technically this candle is not closed. So we needed to close engulfed for it to be official. All right. I am in profit. We did break the 100 period moving average again. It did not hold its support, which is what we want. But we didn't break their 100 period moving average, so we shall see. Another thing that I want to note is how when price was down here, and I said that I was getting in on a sale because I seen that candlestick, I thought it was gonna push down. It did, and I ended up taking a quick loss on it, right? And I waited for another entry instead of letting it bleed me, because that would have been a couple $100. I mean, that would have been at least $100. All right. So you can't let that happen. You got to get out quick. I got out with a $12, $13 loss. All right. And now I'm up $25, right? That quick. All right. Without sustaining too much of a loss. Now, if it breaks out of this, then you know I'm getting out again. All right. But again, y'all, we need it to close for one more minute. Oh, I guess that was it. But technically, that is engulfing. All right. So let's see if that helps us out. It did not close underneath the 100 period moving average, though. Let me see. It closed above it, so I don't like how that happened. But I like the way I like the rejection here. I do like the rejection. So we shall see how this works. Maybe I should push my stop just a little bit further to 135.67. So yeah, technically engulfing on that one. The next one I'm gonna look at real quick is Amazon, because y'all know I'm on it. On it. All right. Seeing how the market was overall bearish. And again, we've been seeing the activity from these indices follow over to these stocks, right? So what I'm gonna do is let me look at US 30 one more time. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened, but I didn't look at it. All right, so US 30, it didn't really, it did, it had that drop, right? Prices now continue to push up. It hit that moving average, and now it's starting to get rejection again. All right, so let's go back to Amazon. And we see that again, it was a bullish day, and then price had to get out. Boom, price broke. So we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking that it's going to be another bearish day, just looking at price structure. And again, we had that head and shoulders pattern. We basically just made it back to the base. So now it actually has to double the size, right, going down. So, yeah, not a good day for Amazon. All right. I actually started trading like Tesla and stuff too, which was pretty cool just to test it out. And so far so good. You know, if you're looking for something like not that volatile, but like you could win a lot, man, these stocks is definitely good. You know, Facebook was moving like slow, but at point zero 0.01, you could still make, you know, $10, $15 like real quick, right? Without having to worry about losing everything if you don't have you know, everything in order, right? Great idea yesterday. Just looking at that on whatever day that was. But yeah, man, great week overall. I appreciate everyone for logging on. This Jared 30 is continuing on this bearish move right now in profit, right? In profit. All right. So we do want it to continue to push for us. All right. So again, great week. Y'all know what it is. Next week, we back at it again. Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, weekly night. I'm getting it all wrong. Sunday night, weekly market forecast. All right. So y'all have a good one. This call is over. Let's go.